Softball games have started in the HVL. We had 3 pitchers run off double-digit strikeout games in week number 1. Barons, Olsen, and Pagel. Mengi is dropping bombs for Cannon Falls. Grace Mann with a big day for the Comets. And we have all the action for you here. Episode number 3 in season number 2 of What in the HVL starts right now.
Beneath his stormy surface flowed the warm tide of compassion and kindness.
HVL.
Sally up, green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground. Green Sally up, green Sally down. Last done start, gotta tell the ground.
What's up, softball fans? This is like parents say when kids do something stupid. What in the HVL? I'm Adam Peterson, and I am pumped for this episode because we finally have some games being played. This is season number 2, episode number 3, and we get to break down all the action in week 1 for the Hiawatha Valley League in the sport of softball, the one that we love. Some incredible performances, which is no surprise there. When you see what kind of athletes our conference has in the lineup each day, you're not shocked when they do something special. As always, if you need to share something for me, stats, pictures, name pronunciations, any of that, please feel free to email me at tigernationandbeyond@gmail.com. You can follow us on With Softball on Instagram. I'm still learning how to use that app. Not nearly as good as the kids are at it. Stick with me. I'll try to get better. I do want to say thank you to all those who have already reached out here in week 1. With the start of the season, they've helped me with pictures, box scores, name pronunciations, just a huge help, and I appreciate the heck out of that. Let's get to the action. That's why you're here, right? Tuesday, March 25th, just one game was in action. How about this? Not only did we start the season, it was an HVL matchup between Lourdes and Kasson-Mantorville. I don't know how often that is where we have a conference game this early in the schedule, but we'll take it. Get to see 2 HVL teams for the price of 1. Absolutely love that. The first run of the season for our HVL teams, it came at the bottom of the second of this game, and it was in favor of the Comets. Janae Sandstrom had a 2-out single to center field, moved into scoring position on a pass ball. Then Cara Farnsworth smokes one to center, bringing in Sandstrom, and KM leads it 1-0 after 2 innings. It was a pitcher's duel between Emily Olsen of Kasson-Mantorville and Amelie Dolman of Lourdes, as it was just that one run across through the first 5 innings. In the bottom of the 6th, the Comets put a big inning together, though. Kylie Meyer reached base on an error. Emily Olsen was hit by a pitch that put 2 on with nobody out. Allie Grunke follows it up with a single to the right side. Meyer would score, making it 2-0. Olsen would then score on a pass ball. Grunke over to third. Alex Hyatt, she had a big game, 2 for 3 for her, including an RBI single here to bring Grunke in and make it 4-0. 2 straight singles by Sandstrom, and Farnsworth would load the bases with nobody out. Sandstrom would score on a wild pitch, and Grace Mann, wow, 3 for 4 on the day, still in that 4th at bat, makes it productive. She grounds out, but does her job, brings Farnsworth home. It was 6-0 Comets. In the top of the 7th, Lourdes tried to put something together. Amelie Dolman led off with a single to the third base side. Then Grace Boyson would drive her in with an RBI double to center field. Emily Olsen, though, would get the next 2 hitters to pop out, and she would end the game with a strikeout as Kasson takes the season opener. It's the opening game for What in the HVL Season 2. The Comets would win it. 6-1 was the final score. In terms of a box score, Lourdes, 1 run on 4 hits, 2 errors. The Comets, that big 6th inning, 6 runs on 10 hits and 2 errors. For Lourdes, Amelie Dolman actually pitched really well through 5 innings. She threw 5 innings, 7 hits, only 1 earned run. She had 1 strikeout. She also went 1 for 3 at the plate with a run scored. Grace Carney, she was 2 for 3 for the Eagles, and Grace Boyson had that RBI double that we talked about. She was 1 for 3 on the day. In terms of Kasson-Mantorville, Grace Mann, man, oh man, did Grace have a nice day to start her 2025 season. She was 3 for 4 with an RBI. She made an incredible catch there. She plays second base, I believe, for the Comets. Then Alex Hyatt. We talked about those young superstars. Here's another one that we're going to talk about, I'm sure, a lot. 2 for 3 on the day and an RBI. Janae Sandstrom, 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored. We had Cara Farnsworth. She was 2 for 3 with a double, an RBI, and a run scored. A little bit of everything there for Farnsworth, one of the captains for the Comets. Allie Grunke, 1 for 3, an RBI, a run scored, and 2 stolen bases. You heard me talk about it in the preview show. She's fast. You got to watch out for her on the base paths, already swiping some bases. And then Emily Olsen, one of the best pitchers in the HVL conference, a complete game. 4-hitter, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts, only 1 walk, 12-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. I think Coach Mann from Kasson-Mantorville can live with that. Incredible performance there by Olsen. I also do want to give a tip of the cap. Reagan Rowley, shortstop pitcher for Lourdes. Great to see her back. Suffered an ACL injury against Cannon Falls late last season in the school. We missed her in summer softball with the Minnesota Sticks. I know as a former athletic trainer what kind of dedication, what kind of commitment, the work you got to put in, the pain you go through for Reagan to come back. Just really proud of the effort and the work that she put in, and it's just great to see her back out there. She's just a freshman, so we have 4 years of Reagan Rowley left to watch in the HVL. So I do want to give her big congratulations on her return. Happy to see her back. A great girl from a great family, and so do want to give her a shout out. It's not easy to come back, especially 9-10 months out, and she's going to be fantastic for the Lourdes Eagles. I know it. Next, we move on to Thursday, March 27th. It's Belle Plaine against Cannon Falls. Non-conference action. Tigers versus Bombers. HVL squad. You know we're cheering for them in these non-conference matchups. Belle Plaine would lead the game off with 3 straight singles, so the Bombers were chasing 1 after the top of the first. In the bottom of the first, 2 outs, nobody on, 2-0 count, and my girl Maya Mengi absolutely steps on one. Here it comes. Bomb! Over the left field fence, ties it up after her first swing of the season. What a hot start for the freshman phenom. The Tigers would put another on the board in the 3rd inning and 1 in the 4th inning. It made it 3-1 Belle Plaine going into the bottom of the 4th. And Maya Mengi steps up to the plate. And that first home run was so nice, she decided to do it twice. Another homer for our HVL squad. Maya Mengi, incredible, makes it 4-2, brings the 3-2. Brings the Bombers within 1 after 4 innings. Then it moved to 4-2 in the 6th inning. Cannon Falls was threatening. Josie Shoquist walk. A Maya Mengi single put 2 on with 1 out. But we couldn't get the runners across. No, Belle Plaine, a non-HVL team. We don't want this. They would get the win. 4-2 was the final score. In terms of the box score, Belle Plaine 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. Cannon Falls 2 runs on 5 hits and 2 errors. You see the stats here. Maya Mengi, incredible season opener for the freshman. I tried to tell you in the preview video how good she was. I may have underestimated. She's that good. 3 for 3, 2 solo home runs. Avery Rustad 1 for 2, Anna Ritz 1 for 3. Allie Pagel actually pitched a solid game. 7 innings pitched, scattered 7 hits, only 2 earned runs, 10 strikeouts to 2 walks. Incredible game there for Pagel. We move on. Friday, March 28th. 2 games, Byron, Goodhue, PM, Cannon Falls. So Goodhue back-to-back games to start their season. Bears and Wildcats. Let's start with them. Oh, I don't know what that was all about. Bears, Wildcats. Another HVL showdown. We had Lourdes, Kasson-Mantorville earlier in the week. Now it's Byron, Goodhue. This one in Goodhue. McCann was pitching for Goodhue. Tally Barons for Byron. It would be scoreless through 2 innings. Byron would put up 3 runs, though, in the top of the 3rd. Let me tell you how it happened. Leah Strain led off the inning with a walk. Tally Barons was hit by a pitch. Portner lays down a bunt. Lola Christensen, though, what a great play from behind the dish. Cuts the runner down at 3rd. 2 on still, but now with 1 out. Cadence Verstad, one of the most clutch hitters you're going to find in the HVL, the entire state, comes through here. 2 RBI double to center field. She would take the 3rd on a throw and then brought in the next at bat with the sacrifice fly by Paulson. That would make it 3-0 Byron after 3 innings. Goodhue would cut the lead in the bottom of the 5th. Pash was hit by a pitch. She would move over to 2nd and 3rd on a combination of pass ball, wild pitch. May have been a back pick attempt or something, but it looks like a Byron error allowed Pash to score, making it 3-1. Still Byron after 5 innings. Byron would answer right back in the top of the 6th, though. Verstad would single to lead the inning off. Leah Bendix was hit by a pitch, putting 2 on with 1 out. Verstad would score on a wild pitch. Bendix moves over to 3rd. Hattie Mathery would walk. Runners on 2nd and 3rd. When Emma Clark would ground into a fielder's choice, Bendix would score. Courtesy runner Behringer safe at 2nd. A Max Steele walk would load the bases. Goodhue still stuck on 1 out. Leah Strain would draw 4 straight balls. That walks a run in. Tally Byron steps up, helps her own cause with a 2 RBI single to left field. It made it 8-1 Byron. The Bears would get one more in during Portner's at bat, and it would be 9-1 Byron after 6 innings. The Bears would get one more in the 7th. This one be on the back of a Max Steele line drive to center field, and with Tally Byron's almost untouchable in the circle on this particular day, Byron would win it. Final score 10-1. Here's the box score. Byron 10 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors. Goodhue 1 run on 1 hit, 4 errors. Kendra Rader 1 for 3. Addie Pash with that run scored. That was for Goodhue. For Byron, Tally Byron's, I said she was almost unhittable. Literally complete game, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs, 14 strikeouts for the junior lefty, 2 walks. She was also 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and a run scored. This girl is fantastic. Cadence Furstead, 2 for 3 with a double, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. She's a fantastic shortstop. May catch a little bit this season. Can't wait to see her play. Just not against Stewartville, but incredible talent in the HVL. Some other top performers for Byron. Hattie Mathery got on base, I believe, all 4 at-bats. She was 1 for 1 with 3 walks. Kate Ahern, 1 for 2. Max Steele, 1 for 1 with an RBI and a run scored. Berkeley Paulson, Emma Clark, Leah Strain, all had RBIs for the Bears, putting double digits up. That's got to make Coach Harmon happy. Speaking of which, I forgot to include the picture, and I apologize. Coach Jake Harmon, big congratulations to him. He notched his 100th career victory as a head coach. That's a big milestone. So we do want to give Coach Harmon a shout out and say congratulations. 100 now. Probably with this lineup, plenty more this season. He may be making a run at 120. Who knows? That's how good this Byron team is. Next up, Plainview Elgin Millville at Cannon Falls. We're going to pick this one up after 2.5 innings. Cannon Falls down 1 run going into the bottom of the 3rd. Emma Templin, who started this game in the circle, gets things started at the plate with a 1-out double to left field, but would get cut down on a fielder's choice to shortstop on a Josie Shoquist ground ball. So still 1 run around, but now 2 outs. Maya Mengi hits a piss missile to left center. Looked like it went off the fence when I watched the video. Just missed her 3rd home run. Incredible, but this RBI double would tie the game up at 1. It would stay that way through 5 innings. In the bottom of the 6th, Josie Shoquist would lead off the inning with a bunt single. Maya Mengi would hit her 2nd double of the game. This one to left field. Shoquist now on 3rd. Mengi on 2nd with nobody out. Anna Ritz hits one to the left side of the infield. Shoquist would score. Mengi would score. Bombers would take a 3-1 lead. Allie Pagel would come on in relief of Emma Templin for the top of the 7th, and she would go 1-2-3. Pagel would all strikeouts and get the save as the Bombers beat the Bulldogs. Let's go. HVL team, we want them to win every time they step on the field against some other team, some other conference, I should say. We beat the Bulldogs. We, HVL, really, Cannon Falls did it. 3-1 was the final score. PM 1 run on 5 hits, no errors. Cannon Falls 3 runs on 7 hits, committed 3 errors in the field. Maya Mengi 2 for 2, 2 doubles, a stolen base, an RBI, a run scored. Anna Rich, she was 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, a stolen base. Josie Shoquist 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Chloe Shoquist 1 for 3. Emma Templin, fantastic pitching performance. Like I said, they had back-to-back games, so Pagel went that first game. Well, Emma Templin looked really good this game too. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, only 1 earned run, 8 strikeouts, 3 walks. She was also 1 for 3 at the plate with the double, and I said Allie Pagel came on in the 7th inning to slam the door, and she did that emphatically. 3 straight strikeouts for a no-hit 7th inning save. What do we got next? Well, that's 4 games. Nice little start. Just 4 games to get me back in the rhythm. You know, I feel like, starting to get the blood flowing. I think we should, especially like we did last year, I think we should highlight some incredible performances. You heard me talk about them. But I think when we talk about top performers, try to pick a player of the week, I think we should do that. I think you want to do that? I'll do that. It's only 4 games. It should be pretty easy to pick some top performers. I think once more games get going, my guess is we'll not only have a player of the week, we'll also have a pitcher of the week, kind of separate out like the hitting and the pitching, because pitchers, I mean, you talk about Emily Olsen, Allie Pagel, Emma Templin, Tally Barons. When you talk about those girls, I mean, any one of them could be up for Pitcher of the Week this week. And so we will try to highlight those performances in the upcoming episode. But for this week, just because there's only 4 games, limited performances, we're going to pick one just Player of the Week. I'm going to actually get myself off the screen and give all the love to these girls that are right here. So week 1, with softball player of the week, honorable mention. First one we got out of Kasson-Mantorville. Man, oh man, did Grace have a big game. Big day for herself against Lourdes. She went 3 for 4 with an RBI, hot bat right out of the gate. I'm sure dad and head coach is happy with that. Next up, you heard me talk about her Tally Barons of Byron. She was untouchable on the mound in her season opening win against Goodhue. Complete game, 7 innings pitched, 1 hit allowed, no earned runs, 14 strikeouts with only 2 walks. Also went 1 for 3 at the plate with 2 RBIs and a run scored. Next is Emily Olson from Kasson-Mantorville, another pitcher who had a strong showing in her first time out in the circle. She got the win over Lourdes after pitching all 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts to only 1 walk. Gotta love that stat line. Also, my girl Caden's first stat. You know, Crew's favorite bear is what we call her. And when you tell her to smoke the ball, whether it's volleyball or softball, she listens. She absolutely hammered some. The sophomore stud went 2 for 3 with a double, 2 RBIs, and 2 runs scored for the Bears against the Wildcats. Great performances in week 1, but one player really stood above the rest. I don't think there's any question about it. Impressive start to the season right here. We got your with softball player of the week for 2025.
I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. I'm breathing in the chemicals. I'm breaking in, shaping up, then checking out on the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones, enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I'm radioactive, radioactive. I'm radioactive, radioactive.
Just like her 2 home runs, no doubt about it. Maya Mengi is our player of the week. And I don't know if she has any nicknames, but every time I see her play, all I can think is that this girl is a machine because she's so damn good. She cannot be human. Unbelievable. Big congrats to one of my favorite HVL players, the machine, Maya Mengi. She set the bar high on what it takes to be player of the week. Now, I don't know if people are going to be able to achieve that. Incredible week 1 for her. Boy, do I hope she's sick, though, the day that that Cannon Falls has to play Stewartville. Not like a bad sick because I like the girl, just maybe like a 24-hour cold where she's, sniffles or something. She's got to stay home just for one day and then back to school the next day. What a stud Maya Mengi is. That's it for week 1. Week 2, let's talk about what we got. Just 4 games in week 1. Now we got 9. 9 in week number 2 as long as the weather cooperates. Let's see what we got here. Tuesday, April 1st, 4 games. Cannon Falls at Byron, an HVL matchup. That's a big one. That is a big one because those 2 teams, if you remember my preview episode a couple weeks ago, those 2 teams are who I put at the top echelon of the HVL. Whoever wins that game may be in the driver's seat to win the entire conference. We got to be watching that one close. Cannon Falls, Byron. Fairball at KM, non-conference. We're going to be cheering for the Comets. Zumbrota Mazeppa, Pine Island. Their first game, I believe, for each team. Cougars and Panthers in action. Stewartville's first game of the season, non-conference at Austin. Heck, might be able to play in the Dome if the weather stays like this. Then we move to Thursday, April 3rd. 3 teams in action. Or 3 games, I should say. Austin at Byron. Houston, the Hurricanes going to Goodhue to take on the Wildcats. And then Dover Yoda at Pine Island. Busy week for Pine Island. We move to Friday, April 4th. Cannon Falls at Dover Yoda. We're seeing a lot of Eagles this year. I feel like Dover Yoda could be like an honorary 10th member of the HVL conference. And heck, with how much I love the Fosters and the Hansons over in Dover Yoda, I might just make that happen. Put that little eagle there as one of the HVL conference teams. Would love to follow them. Great team there. Palmby, Hansons, Foster. Wow. They're going to be good. Watch out for them in the TRC. Cannon Falls at Dover Yoda. Pine Island at Simley. That is what we have for week number 2. Oh, I think that's all I got for you this week. 4 games this week. next week, 9. Let's just keep ramping it up. I do want to give a huge thank you. I know I said it before, but I do want to give a huge thank you to the people that reached out to me via email, text message, whatever, to help me with this episode. The box scores that you sent, the pictures, video, just a huge help, and I appreciate you guys so much. Hopefully the ground dries up. It gets a lot warmer so we can get even more softball infused in our veins. Just put it right in there, softball. Most of us that tune into this show, softball's our favorite sport, and these ladies that are playing it deserve a ton of credit because it is not an easy sport. It's one I talked about. It's predicated on failure and how you can bounce back. If it was easy, everybody would do it. A lot of great performances in week number 1. Hoping to keep that going in week number 2. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. This has been episode number 3 in season number 2 of What in the HVL? I'm Adam Peterson, and I hope to catch y'all out at the fields real soon. Take care, everybody.